There's this seduction of busyness. And usually it begins with getting busy to get things done. And probably like you, I have gotten really good at getting things done. Sometimes I feel like I have this mastery in being able to handle 1,000 details at once. And um, actually, I'm always feeling like I have that mastery, to be honest with you. Sometimes I'm noticing that mastery more than others. And it's interesting because I used to feel like it was this really special thing as a gift. And in some ways it is. In some ways it's helped me create a lot of success by being able to think about a lot of things at once, get them done, have the list, make sure everything's taken care of. And then I come to this point, and you tell me if this sounds familiar to you, and maybe you're here right now, this point where it's like, wow, doing all that and having this gift and focusing on getting things done, which of course causes busyness, turns out to be the thing that keeps me small. It turns out to be the thing that keeps me running on the treadmill instead of floating up in the hot air balloon to the next level of impact, of success, of financial abundance, of everything, of clarity. And then if I want to go in a higher level, a deeper piece of this is the busyness is the same thing that really prevents me from feeling pleasure and joy and fulfillment. And so I've truly have been on this life journey of looking at busyness and what is the way out? If we realize as conscious, evolved women that busyness is a trap, that busyness is a way of numbing, that busyness, yeah, there's this seduction of it because it feels like you're getting something done. It's just when you finally slow down and look at it, it's like, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, this is the 80-20 rule at work. When I slow down enough to really look at after a time of being busy, it's like, oh gosh, I know in my heart of hearts that 20% of what I'm doing is causing 80% of my results. I got to slow this down. But how do you do that? And it really boils down to one simple, very simple thing. And that is refocusing, recentering on your purpose and values. And there's one value, actually a core belief in particular, that I'm going to propose when you or I get caught up in the busyness and the doing and the going and the doing all this stuff. There's one core value in particular that has gone out the window. And that core value is I'm creating a life I love passionately. So first you might be like, what? I'm doing all this stuff to create this life that I love passionately. And the missing link in that the idea of this core value and that it can't be aligned with busyness is that the creation of the life that you love passionately has to be enjoyable and loving that life passionately in the now. And in the energy of busyness, the doing, the going, the numbing, it's not possible to be in the feeling of loving life passionately. So there is the vision of creating a life you love passionately, putting the pieces into place for what you want, creating the circumstances that you really enjoy. And it has to be in the now that you're also loving your life passionately and creating it at the same time. Because I know and I know it's always an illusion to think that I can sacrifice in the current moment to feel phenomenal and great at some point in the future. And it's so deceptive. I find myself going in and out of these time periods. I don't know if that happens with you. I'm really aware of this, what we're talking about right now. I'm really aware of living from these core beliefs. The first of which is I am creating a life I love passionately in this moment. And sometimes I get wrapped up in the busyness, the doing, the lists, get it done, just this moment, just got to get through this so that I can finally rest whatever that is. And it's always a lie. It's always a lie. So then I go to, okay, where am I deceiving myself? If I really am living from this core belief that I am creating a life I love passionately as my North Star, enjoying the life and loving it right now while I create, where am I off kilter? And then I have to look around to see, oh my gosh, I must be thinking of sacrificing in this moment, or, you know, figure out what's the thought or the idea that I'm letting become my value or my purpose focus, rather than I'm creating a life I love passionately now. Sometimes to pull yourself out of it, you need to look at a big picture. So really with the busyness, it depends on how deep are you in this trap. For some people, it's been a lifestyle for a long time. You might have to get away, unplug, really look at things and ask yourself, if I continue the rest of my life on this track, will I have lived, created, curated a life that I love passionately? And the answer has to be no. So you got to find the details in there and, figure out what for you is going to be inspiring to make a change. For some people where, maybe you've been practicing this for a long time and looking at it a lot, maybe sometimes you just got wrapped up in an old pattern. You could just look at, what do I want my life to stand for in this moment? Not some big lofty picture where, oh my gosh, I sacrificed myself, but I saved the children. That's an illusion. You can't sacrifice yourself and have your full impact as a human being on this planet. You can't, because the energy that you create in matters. So there are a bunch of tools that you can use, but at its core, what if creating a life you love passionately is about first how you're feeling, or how you will have felt in this life that you love passionately, and then also who you're being. It's not possible to love your life passionately while what you're being is a martyr to your life. Busy, going, doing. And I want to draw your attention to the numbing aspect of busyness, because I think this is a place where I see a lot of women really getting stuck because they're in the numbing, in the busy, feeling, okay, I'm good, things are good. And you have a good enough mindset and awareness and kind of growth to not let little things throw you off course, and you're good, you're good, you're good. But there's an undercurrent, an energetic of numbing. And I want to really call your attention to, how is your body feeling? Are you feeling alive? Are you feeling good? Are you noticing that you're emanating love as you move through your day, move through your life, as you get onto this call, as you walk out into the garage, as you interact with this person? Or are you just going in your head, going, doing? And all of it is a practice. We are in this glorious playground of life that gives you the opportunity, beginning right in this moment, if that's what you want, to practice being in your body, being present with yourself, being present to your current life purpose of being love. And whatever that is for you, whatever words you would use, you could insert them there. Being present, being focused, experiencing joy, feeling your body, feeling your pleasure, letting your light shine as brightly as it possibly can. So as you start to integrate this core value, it's like, how big can you make it in your awareness? Maybe you need to put a calendar invite to remind yourself, oh, got to slow down for some self-love, for some presence. Oh, one of the biggest reminders for me when I get off of a call or do something is I want to just automatically check email. I do that a lot. And I catch myself a lot of like, whoa, wait a minute. That's not what I do. I slow down. I regroup with myself. I'm building in consciousness. I want to be centered and present. I don't need to check my email right now. Maybe for you, it's social media. Maybe it's picking up the phone. Maybe, whatever. Centering yourself in this core value. I'm creating a life I love passionately. That's based on how I feel right now and who I'm being in this moment is one of the most powerful things you can do to override this pattern, habit, compulsion to be busy. So I'd love to hear from you on this topic. I know this can be a really tender one. I'm working with a couple private clients right now who are looking at this compulsion to numb, to go, to do. You can comment here, you can message me, and I am thinking of you. I hope you're having the most gorgeous day, whether you're with me live or on the replay. And I can't wait to connect again soon. Have a good one.